This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 70 yards. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over. Detroit. Hot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
They'll set up to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Hot!
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney! Gone!
Looking to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watching that, Barney.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Watching that, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Detroit! Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep for Montgomery. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Lucky 56. Over.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to improvise. And that's going to be incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Leopard! Everyone's got 4 down. Watch him now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Mike Daniels. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, you got 3.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll go on the ground. And shedding through the tackle. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers continue to roll.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Detroit!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Now, and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
No. Jack, Patriot!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So we're at halftime here at... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Out. Watch him now, Barney. Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Stand up here. Here we go. Motion. Over.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And they'll run it here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Roth. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And now the Packers get set to go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Hot. Hot.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike, check, 59. Gun!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. You got four down. Kill. Watch him now, Barney.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room inside the 40, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Vikings on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They still can't get it. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check. 9. Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 47 yards. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And now out comes Minnesota. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making them do it that way, didn't they?
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard, Leopard. Hot, hot.
Now a handoff looking right, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And now out comes Minnesota. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. The Vikings on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And